Good morning, geometry guys. We're in our first day of review for our test coming up. That would be Thursday the 15th of 26. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, at the bell. Also, because we had some students that's forgot how to act at school since we came back from winter break, we're just going to use this. If you're not going to learn while I'm teaching, just lay your head down. And for those that constantly disrupt, during test day, when you're allowed to use an orange sheet that's handwritten or printed of anything that you need for the test, you will lose that privilege. Alright, so this is what we're talking about for number one. Now also, where do your answers go? Do your answers go on the outside or they go on the inside? Okay. All right. So if I write stuff on the outside, it may not be about the answer. Okay, just a little heads up. So let's see. Now, when it says top, bottom, left, right, this is what I'm talking about. So 24, 18. And then 24 up over 18. And then 36 over 24, and then 36 over 24. Now, the one thing that I will probably add is another box over here that says, like similar, where you put yes, no. Okay, that would probably be the only other thing. So, as we're doing this, remember this is calculator issues, calculator problem. 24 over 18. Alright, I'm glad that y'all decided to wait till right now to crumble that paper. Thank you. Alright, so 4 turds here, and then 4 turds here. Let's see, 36 over 24. So 3 halves here, and then 3 halves here. Now, unfortunately, due to the fact that these two are similar, it's all of them. So this would be a no, okay, if it's not similar. Now, this whole problem, all right, it says 2 points each. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So this whole problem right now would be worth 8 points. Okay. Now, that's 8 pretty easy points. But people will find a way to mess that up. Okay, because they're going to look at this on Thursday like I've never taught anything like this before. Okay, because I know how that goes. Alright, so are we good for number one? For those that's needing to double check, maybe write down anything extra. Okay, so number two. Now, the reason why that you have these letters right here is because these two shapes actually have the letters. This one did not. That's why we had top, bottom, left, right. So hopefully if I can find some more that's got the letters, you'll be good to go. Alright, so UV, which is 10, over XY, which is 6. Then 15 over 9, and then 20 over 12. Alright, now typing this in. Alright, so that's 5 turds. And that's 5 turds. And that's 5 turds. Alright, so all these are the same. Alright, so is this, similar? This would be a yes. Okay. Because all those are the same. Now, again, as this stands, this is worth 6 points. Okay. So somewhere part one is going to be between probably between 16 and 20 points. Okay, just for part 1. Now I hadn't decided if we're going to only have one of these problems or 2. Hadn't decided yet. They're kind of simplistic, so we might have 2. All right, on 3. Okay, so we got to prove what this is. This little box here, I may have to make it a little bit bigger. It's basically a very, very, very informal proof. Okay, so this is how this one would break down. So angle B is congruent to angle C. Okay, because, you know, that's, believe it or not, that's given, right? So we're just going to say that. And then angle A is actually congruent to angle A, because, you know, there's 2 triangles. There's that little one and then this big one. Okay, so we have 2 angles that are congruent, so that would be A right there. And our similarity statement is actually probably one of the easiest things if I keep this up there. And some people will still miss that. They're like, I don't know what matches. Okay, so, you know, something like that. Okay, and yes, the answer box is going to be up there for the this right here. This is what I'm talking about. That will be on the test. That way, you know, you can only have to write a letter instead of all the other stuff. All right, this one right here. See, that was. So I know that angle LNM is congruent to angle JK or JNK, sorry, because they're vertical angles. Okay, so that's showing that and that. Now I need to get these sides to show that they're in proportion. Okay, so I'm going to say LN over JN. Well, that's 6 over 18, which is 1/3. And then NM over NK. That's 9 over 27, which is 1/3. Okay, so basically in that area you have to show, like, notice I actually used the letters of the triangles. I just didn't leave them there. Okay, so that, you know, is what you need to do. That's why it's worth 6 points. Okay, if I deem it's worth more than that, I will make it worth more than that. Okay, so this would be by side angle side and similarity statement L N M J N K. All right, so that's kind of like, you know, that's the, as of now, that's the best way I can have y'all do this. Now, if I get a better idea between now and when I print out tomorrow's practice test, you'll know. Okay. All All right, are we good with number 4? Anybody need more time? I know it might be hard for some people to take notes while other people are pulling your notes onto the floor as they study for a history test. All right. So, number 5. All right. So, and also the points value for this, again, this is 6 points here, 2 points here, so this would be 8 points. So if you have 2 of these, 8 and 8, so, part 2, you're looking at 16 possible points. Okay. That's why I'm doing the possible points in pink. And this also not where the answers are. Kind of important. All right. So for our setup here, okay, 63, and then 49 over 42. Now, if you did it the other way, if you had 8x minus 2 over 63, as long as these two things are being multiplied, I'm going to see to make sure, as long as you kind of have this set up right, that's why this is 4 points. Now, when we cross multiply, okay, we're going to have 49. Yeah, 49 over, sorry, I just buffered there for a second. Okay, so that's not what I want. So this would be 29 times 8. All right, so this is 392. X, this would be minus 98. And then everybody can do 63 times 42 in their head. All right, and this is 2646, 2646. All right, so now so 392. Yes, I know some of these numbers are large, and that might throw people off, but if you're using a calculator, I don't really understand the issue. Okay, 7. Yeah, we do all that just to get 7. Okay. And again, this whole thing, this is worth 6 points. All right, we'll go to number 5. Anybody need more time? All right. Now, part 4. Lots of blanks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So this whole thing, 37 points. Okay, now, also please understand that these problems down here are based off these problems up here. Okay. So 4, 12, 16, Z, Y. See, this is going to be square root of 4 times 12. 4 times 12 root 3 or 6.93. Looking for long. (16 times 12). 8 root 3 or 13.86. And then this is our short. Example 2. C equals 4 times 16. 64, which is 8. Alright. And that's it. So, don't forget, hit like, subscribe, hit the bell. Good stuff, good things. Roll Tide.